Hello everyone! So I'm currently on my Christmas holiday from uni. Wait, whoops, did I just refer to it as a holiday? Sorry, I meant time away from Cambridge. This is not referred to as a holiday at all. I've got a ton of work to do in true Cambridge fashion, and I've been trying to fit in a few hours of studying every day. And so without further ado, here's what I got up to on one of my study days. First thing I did was obviously write a to-do list so I knew what I needed to complete that day. By the time I got started, it was already about 10 AM. I've been letting myself lie in the past few weeks because I've had so many early mornings over the course of last term, and I want to allow myself to catch up on sleep. As I've mentioned before, I'm a regular user of flashcards, so I got out my flashcards on my vector calculus work from last term and went over the lecture notes on that part of the course. This course content was covered in lectures quite a few weeks ago now, and I've got to say I've forgotten quite a lot of it, so I thought it would be good to refresh myself on it before attempting some questions. Then I got a past exam paper up for my maths module and looked for the questions which were on the content I'd just been revising. In exam conditions, with my notes put to one side, I attempted some of the questions. This was a really good test of my understanding of this part of the course. It's all well and good being able to recall the content of the lecture notes, but being able to apply techniques to questions in practice is another case entirely. Practicing questions in exam conditions is so important, and it's something I did not do enough of last year. At 1:30, I decided to take a lunch break and pause my practice questions for a while. I got up Netflix and watched part of a Christmas film. Then it was time to return to my work and to the same questions I'd been doing beforehand. As I went on, I was starting to become more and more confident with the questions on this topic. The more questions I attempted, the better I became at answering them. Maths is definitely a subject where practice makes perfect applies more than ever. I got out a coloured pen to mark my work. I am very fortunate to have access to worked answers for this particular module, so I could go through and compare my workings to the model answer. However, I took care to do this only after I'd made my best attempt at the question. It was really useful to see where I'd gone wrong so I didn't make the same mistakes in the future. I was pleasantly surprised with how well I did with my attempts at the questions. I'm no master of vector calculus, but taking the time to focus on this topic had really helped. At this point, it was time to move on to a different maths topic and do some focused work on it. This blue folder is my designated folder for maths, and so I filed away the lecture notes I was no longer using and got out the new ones that I needed. I do all my work at uni on paper, so it can get disorganised if I don't keep it all filed away neatly. I have a lever arch file for every one of my modules that I'm taking at uni this year. Repeating the same process as before, I went over my lecture notes and flashcards on partial differential equations. This section of the course was a lot shorter, so it didn't take me as much time to go through these lecture notes. I went through the same past exam papers as earlier, but this time looked for the questions on partial differential equations and answered those. These questions in particular tend to be quite repetitive, so whilst I made quite a lot of mistakes at first, I soon had a very good idea of the same process I needed to follow each time. I took a break from work to cook and eat my dinner. Just to clarify, my dinner did not solely consist of French fries. I had chicken and salad and lots of other tasty stuff too. After dinner, I got back to my practice exam questions. I had a song in my head and I was in quite a good mood. I just can't control my feet. I just can't control my feet. Huh?
It's on the vlog.
It's on time lapse. Oh wait, no it's not, it's actually filming. Hey, that'll be some fun footage. Yeah, thanks for that, Paige. Now, back to work. I continued with the past exam paper questions. I like to write in pencil when I do these questions because I get worried I'm going to make a mistake and I want my notes to look as tidy as possible. Being able to use an eraser to rub work out makes life a lot less stressful. I just don't like the idea of crossing things out in pen. I know it sounds bizarre, but we all have our quirks. This is definitely one of the less desirable traits of a perfectionist. And now, introducing my pink folder for my Physics B module. The last task on my to-do list was to go over some of the problem sets I'd done for the electromagnetism course during term time. I was looking to identify my key areas of weakness in this module so that I can focus my revision over the next few days. I looked over my worked solutions to the questions and made notes of the ones I did not get correct first time round. At this point, it was time to finish work for the day. I'd completed the tasks I wanted to get done, so as far as I'm concerned, it was a successful study day. I tidied up all my papers and my pencil case. Thank you for watching this video. I hope everyone had a good Christmas. Comment down below if you've been studying over the holiday too to make me feel better about it and know that I'm not the only one. We're all in this together. I would really appreciate if you'd give the video a like and subscribe to my channel to see more videos from me, and be sure to follow me on my Instagram as well. A link is in the description, and I'll see you soon with another video. Bye!